Love, a powerful word, or a word we have given great power to. I know one thing, it is a word that is far more powerful when felt. It is a word we have placed great value around, believing if we are not loved by another, we are nothing. Yet most of us do not love ourselves. We use this word to describe to someone what we feel about them, at times using it to help someone heal by accepting and allowing them to be who they are, no matter what. At other times we withhold it, or use it to control, dominate, or manipulate, using it only to wound the other person. We choose its use. Everyone defines love differently based on their own perception, what they have been taught and have learned from past experience. What does love look like for you? What does it feel like? Do you limit your love? Do you define it by being a kind or by separating it into different levels or categories? Or are you just love? Simplified, conditional means loving with conditions. Unconditional, loving without conditions. Sounds easy. And if you ask anyone, they will tell you that they love unconditionally. Until you mention an ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, or family member that they perceive has done them wrong. In this moment, it changes, and that love and feeling is gone. Love that disappears is not unconditional. We are the only ones that place limits on our capacity to love and the way we choose to love, and we are the only ones that can remove those limits. How do you determine which category you are going to put a person into? I love you like I love my mom, dad, sister, brother, or dog. What criteria do you use to determine if you are going to love someone or not, and how are you going to love them? Do you know, or do they know that they have to live up to certain criteria before you determine how or if you are going to love them? How about you? How do you feel knowing that you have certain criteria to live up to before the people around you are going to decide if they will love you or not and which category they will place you in? If I meet you, are you going to give me a list so that I know what I have to do in order to earn your love? I hope so, because it takes a lot of energy to guess. We are a society that throws this word around like confetti, a habitual ending that has lost its meaning. Bye, ma, see you later, love ya, as you run out the door, focused only on where you are going. I wonder what would happen if both parties stopped for a moment and said, I love you, while looking into the eyes of the other person. What do you think? Love is a feeling. What do you suppose both people would feel if they took 10 seconds to connect within this feeling? Ego-driven love seeks something in return. Unconditional love seeks nothing. We do a lot of things in the name of love and in the hope of getting something in return. My favorite is, I love you, but. And you know that what is coming after the but is usually a judgment, attack, or invalidation, and will negate the 3 words anyhow, so it really doesn't matter. Love is not getting someone to perform or act in the way that we believe they should. It is allowing them to be who they are in each moment with complete acceptance. Most people don't like to look at themselves and see they do not love unconditionally, afraid it will make them bad or wrong. Yet acknowledgement with awareness allows us to choose differently. Unconditional love is a feeling that flows from our entire being. It's one that makes your tummy bubble and your eyes water because your heart is bursting. When I started to question what I thought was my own inability to love, I discovered that I was afraid of my capacity to love. It was emotional, a painful feeling that I wanted nothing to do with. I do not do pain. What I learned from my quest to find out more about love was that I was capable of love and capable of feeling unconditional love. When we are in line with who we really are, we are in line with our divinity, and love flows naturally, unbroken, without attachment. In other words, it is just there. Unconditional love is an energy, a feeling. We don't do unconditional love. We be unconditional love. It sits there waiting inside, waiting patiently for us to step into it. It is not loud or boisterous. It is not a mushy-gushy, slobbery type of love. It is a quiet flow from deep inside that radiates from your eyes, from your entire being with ease and grace. Is it easy? Well, we live in a world where fear is the norm, where love, truth, and compassion go against the status quo. So no, I won't say it is easy. I believe you have to be brave to stand for love, truth, and compassion because we are a society that has lost sight of those. And just because you love someone unconditionally does not mean you need to eat lunch with them. At times, loving someone unconditionally means allowing them to be exactly who they are somewhere else. And at times, loving someone unconditionally means letting them go, simply so they can walk their own path in their own way and in their own time, as most of us ask the same with our path. Unconditionally loving someone else teaches us to unconditionally love ourselves, and we learn to let go of judgments, set healthy boundaries, and love without expectation or attachment. This is not an ego-driven love. This love does not flow from your head or third eye. This is a love that moves from deep inside and flows from your heart, your eyes, and your entire being, and you can feel it when you are in it. Saying that you are not capable of loving unconditionally is an untrue statement. The problem is not that we are not capable of loving unconditionally. The problem is that we choose to hang on to our judgments, opinions, beliefs, etc. that hold us back from loving unconditionally. This means there is a payoff for you, withholding your love from another. Perhaps you are going to show them how unlovable they really are, or maybe you just need to be right. Doesn't matter. Rest assured, whatever the payoff, you are only hurting yourself. Love cannot live in the same space as fear, just as darkness is dissipated by the light, and hate cannot live where love lives. How do you be this? You choose it. You choose to see past the physical into the truth of who the people around you are and who you are. You choose to let go of any judgments, beliefs, or perceptions you hold around the people that are around you. We are all love. Our essence is love, and you choose to see this. And remember, sometimes we are the very people we do not want to love. The people that are the hardest for us to love are the ones that need it the most. Why? Because they carry the most pain. The love of spirit does not differentiate. The mind does. Unconditional love does not stop flowing because someone did something wrong to us. It stops flowing because we move from this space into the ego-driven need to be right and judgmental place, and we withhold our love. If it has stopped flowing, it was never unconditional to begin with. I wonder what would happen if we were passionate and committed to loving unconditionally, to standing up every morning and choosing to stand for love, truth, and compassion. Can you use the same energy you used to remain in anger, to dream about revenge, or imagine how hurt the person is going to be because you are showing them how unlovable they are by withholding your love? Can you put this same energy into love? I wonder what would happen if we chose to. What do you feel? There is peace in letting go. Can you imagine living in a space where your worth isn't dependent on someone loving you back? My hope for you, for myself, is that we find the courage to stand up for love, truth, and compassion, that we can all be brave enough to go against the norm. Love others as you desire to be loved. Loving others unconditionally, conditionally, your choice. Our essence is love, everyone's. It's time for people to stop pretending to be loved, to lead by example, and teach others, me included. Namaste.